what that is? Oh, Sandy Plankton saw one. He said it was called a butt.
Wow, that's a pretty big butt.
Pogo stick!
Hey, look, a turtle.
A big old toot! Yeah, you got it too! Oh, a massive toot!
You know what this reminds me of?
I'm Smelliot, the fart fairy. I travel the world collecting everyone's farts.
F***ing why?
Everyone's farts? Yep. Anytime you've ever farted, I've been there.
That's f***ing nasty.
What? What?
Oh my God!
Jiminy Christmas.
Oh my God, what the
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Is this what people like? Is this what people like? People like this?
Enough! Cease and desist all flatulent activities immediately!
Hey, look, another one of those episodes where Robin warns the Titans not to do something stupid, and then, what do you know, they do it anyway, and then it leads to disastrous results. But except with this episode, it's about farts, and then the next thing you know, it becomes a zombie apocalypse, but it's about farts, and everything's about farts. You hear farts, farts there, farts everywhere. Well, I hope you laughed yourself silly over that joke, because I'm not wasting any of my time on this garbage.
Where no matter how many times you keep shooting at it, it always comes back and all you can do is shout out, "Why won't you die?"
Okay, you know the drill. There were some pretty nice segments, mainly the ones that had a switch up in animation, like this one and this one. And the main plot with Alfred trying to take care of Batman only to realize that he went out was pretty funny too. A drastic improvement over the last episode.
Dead leaf seaweed rotten eggs too. Stir them in my witch's brew.
Robin makes a witch's brew for his upcoming Halloween party, and I was pretty shocked when I saw this. The Justice League actually shows up.
Holy shit.
Wow. Anyway, they drink Robin's drink, and then what do you know, they turn into actual witches. So now the Teen Titans have to cure them. It's another good Halloween special. I feel like what makes it better is that they did turn the Justice League into witches who end up kidnapping children.
Wait a second!
Okay, yes, South Park did it first, but this one does it better.
Yo! That's cool, that's super dope. I like that right there, that's what's up.
Beast Boy leaves Jump City to go over to Codsville to hang out with the Doom Patrol for the summer, and when they reunite, they decide to throw a clam bake. This episode is nothing special, but hey, I enjoyed it.
I pity you!
I thought it was interesting seeing Beast Boy interact with the Doom Patrol, and the Doom Patrol characters themselves are pretty enjoyable to watch. They also threw in the Brain in here for good measure. Another thing I like about this place is that it's completely different from Jump City. It kind of reminds me of the Loud House. The colors aren't so bright, everything is nicely designed, and it looks pretty good. It's a decent episode that has a good family dynamic. Let's hope the next 3 episodes are pretty good as well. Beast Boy, Invisible Girl, and Robot Man leave the house to hang out with some crabs. And what do you know? It bites them in the ass. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I mean, I have crabs and I got it for free.
They get near you, hit them with the shampoo.
The best part of the episode was when the Chief and Elastigirl saved them from the crabs after the crustaceous bastards raided their house. It's fine, but not as strong as the first episode.
This is incredible! Oh, we lost it.
Best friend.
What is that? Look out!
Cyborg?
What up, Beastie? It's your best bro in the whole wide world here for a visit.
Oh man, I thought the whole point of giving Beast Boy his own solo miniseries was that we didn't have to deal with these assholes.
Life is full of disappointments. For some people.
Cyborg comes out of nowhere and befriends Robot Man, And after spending time together, they realize they have more in common than they thought. I mean, they're both robots, I can see the parallels. I am so glad they didn't go down the jealousy route, with Cyborg and Robot Man becoming best friends, so as a result, Beast Boy tries to break them up, but then the Chief decides to merge the two.
Oxnard! Oxnard!
Do you know what this reminds me of?
Hi, Sandy.
I'm not sure what it is, but something seems different about me.
Yep.
Gross.
And then they turn into a big monster, which is just very random. I don't know. Weakest one so far.
You're inside a simulation of a simulation inside another giant simulation.
It's Beast Boy's last day in Codsville, so the Doom Patrol decides to do everything in their power to make sure he stays with them instead of going back to the Teen Titans. And when every single attempt fails, the Chief comes up with a good idea to trap Beast Boy in a simulation. I think the episode gets a little more interesting when Beast Boy is inside the simulation, and I like the way the simulation looks. It looks very distinct from the usual art style that we're accustomed to. I liked this 4-parter overall. I think it was pretty good. Santa forces Beast Boy to spy on the other Titans and report back to him whenever they're doing anything naughty, since the MBI has been snooping around Santa's workshop because they think that he's putting kids on the naughty list for no reason. It was mildly funny seeing Beast Boy keeping an eye on his friends so he could snitch to Santa, and the Teen Titans and Santa Claus working together at the end was pretty funny, but other than that, it's probably my least favorite Christmas special so far.
Coal is the only gift you naughty kids deserve!
Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. Santa Claus and Robin work together to stop the infamous coal miner. I'll give this episode credit for doing something different because in this episode, Robin doesn't know the Teen Titans and he works for Santa Claus. And I will say the reason why I'm giving this episode a high rating is mainly because of Gilbert Gottfried himself. Another thing I like is how this episode serves as a parody of Batman, which is ironic.
Oh, Auntie M, there's no place like home.
They're spoofing the Oscars again? Okay, I'm down with it. After blowing a gasket that he didn't win a single award, Robin gets teleported via tornado to Paparazzi Land. This episode is a parody of The Wizard of Oz. The second he said, "I wished a tornado would come," I called it right then and there.
I wish a tornado would come in here and rip this whole place down! A tornado?
Called it.
There's nothing it does uniquely. It plays out exactly as it did in the movie. Robin gets a gold tux, he meets a couple of colorful characters along the way, he takes down the witch, they go to the Wizard of Awards, it turns out to be Boomerang, and he tells them exactly what they need to hear, yada yada yada. I called this from the start. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that they play it dead straight, but I enjoyed it. And I love it when these shows make fun of the Oscars for what they truly are.
Did you say butt scoots?
Bat Scouts! And you are way too old to be a Bat Scout.
Yes, I am, but I still haven't achieved the highest rank, and for that, I need your help.
We don't like helping you.
You must!
Raven, with all due respect, that still didn't stop you from helping him in the movie. So you can shut your fucking mouth, can't you, mate? Robin encourages the Titans to become Bat Scouts. This episode was way better than I thought. It was pretty fun seeing Robin teach the Titans to act like Batman, and it gets better when the Titans release Batman's villains from prison.
Oh, well, I just thought you'd want to help catch a Gotham criminal.
You mean like the Joker?
Bane?
Poison Ivy? The face that is the 222 faces in the what?
Something like that. Now is the moment you have been waiting for!
We get to take down Batman's greatest villains!
The Joker!
I lost my man, the Penguin!
Can't wait to tangle with Catwoman.
I'm sorry, you dumbasses tried taking them down and it resulted in you getting your ass whooped.
This is gonna be the greatest day of my life!
Aside from that nitpick, it's pretty good, and it has a pretty nice ending of Robin finally becoming a caped crusader.
Oh, my baby! My sweet, sweet baby! My baby is gone. Gone.
It's funny because he cares more for his car than his best friend.
Fuckhead! This is great! We finally have an excuse to buy a new car!
You're excited to go car shopping?
Can't you just make your car? That's what Cyborg did in the original show. The Titans decide to get a pre-owned car after Beast Boy trashed their old one, and after giving them specific rules to follow when they get to the car dealership, they end up breaking every single rule that Robin established.
That's why you need to learn the 3 important rules of car buying. Number 1, never allow the dealer to size you up.
I see. You do not want the dealer man to know that you are the very short.
Sizing you up is the process by which the car dealer asks questions in order to find out how much money they can squeeze out of you.
So, you're in the market for a vehicle. How long have you been looking?
Well, kind sir, Don't answer that!
We're not going to tell you how bad we need a car. You will never know that we can do the paying of the cash monies up the front.
And under no circumstances will I tell you that Robin is the adopted ward of billionaire Bruce Wayne.
Rule number 2, never accept the dealer's initial offer. They can always go lower. Never agree to buy a car until you can smell the desperation.
This vehicle was previously owned by Catwoman.
I will buy the and I will buy him the kitty car.
Rule 3, and this is the most important, never be afraid to walk away.
I gotta give this episode credit because I thought that Dr. Light was gonna scam the Titans at first, but no, he actually follows through on doing his job. That is until Robin ruins it by pressing a button in one of the clown cars that turns into a giant robot. And then he dies.
Jiminy Christmas!
Outside of the robot, I don't care for this one. Starfire tries to grow out her fingernails for a world record. This episode marks the 6th time we've seen the Titans as old people. This episode has a nice moral of you being special regardless of setting records or not, but like a previous episode that has a good moral of being yourself, it's a moral that everybody knows at this point. And it's kind of hard to feel for Starfire when Robin continues to tell her that she's special and she doesn't care.
What? Star, you are special.
Everyone is specials in their own special way.
But not as special as the people with the records.
You don't have to do this, Star. You're already special just the way you are.
That is very nice, Robin. But your opinion does not matter to me.
Fucking bitch.
But I will admit, seeing Starfire use her long fingernails to destroy that meteor was pretty satisfying.
I'm actually a
Magic Man!
Azrath Matrix on Synthos!
How comes I ain't destroyed?
My spellbook was the source of my magical power.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. Right? No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Okay, I don't think her powers work that way, but whatever. It's not like you're gonna listen to any fan backlash anyway. After Beast Boy destroys Raven's spellbook, which is apparently a source of her power, press X to doubt, she goes to the Azeroth Public Library to get a copy, and when that fails, she needs to go to the writer of her book. It's a decent Raven and Beast Boy adventure, and I thought it was mildly amusing that he kept using burritos to fight enemies, and I do like that he goes out of his way to help Raven in the end, despite her constantly telling him not to help.
You, my friend, are a natural. Or should I say, all natural?
Starting today, the Superhero Board of Authority is instituting a new dress code.
No.
I don't have pants.
Any dress code.
It's about time for a uniform switch up. You motherfuckers have been wearing those same clothes for the past 6 years. The Superhero Board of Authority institutes a dress code. In response to this, the Titans introduce Casual Tuesday, a day where they can wear their casual clothes.
No sweating going on here, Mama. I was cooling off in the breeze.
Starfire, why are you still looking? What the fuck? I like that the characters have a switch up in their clothing. It has some pretty funny moments, and I thought it was pretty funny that the Titans took down the Hive wearing their casual clothes. It's not bad.
Oh, no. Please don't tell me you're gonna lecture us about irony.
Of course I am.
While they're trying to stop the Brain from destroying the city, Robin decides to teach the Titans all about irony.
None of that has anything to do with irony!
Relax, dude.
Oh, you want me to relax when we live in a society that doesn't grasp the simple meaning of irony?
Yeah, that's exactly what we want.
The city is in danger, man.
I'm not sure it's worth the saving.
Because people use a word wrong?
Like I said, it's a pet peeve.
I chuckled at this part. I thought it was pretty funny. And I think it's pretty funny that despite the Titans being a bunch of lazy bastards who always dodge their responsibilities, for this episode, they're actually trying to do their job for once, which is shocking. As a whole, I think this episode does a good job of teaching the audience all about irony.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I've never had the confidence of a real detective, all because I couldn't find that Easter egg.
Oh, the story is giving me the sads.
That's such a bummer, bro.
Why?
Wow, they're actually sad for him. That's a goddamn shock. Since Robin is still depressed about not finding that egg that Batman hid all those years ago, the Teen Titans decide to help him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry, it's just hard to see these characters doing anything for each other, least of all Robin. Not a big fan of this one. Usually Robin is pretty competent at what he does, especially when it comes to being a detective, but for some reason his stupidity is multiplied to 100, and it's up to the other Titans to help him, which is so weird. And guess what? It turns out that the egg was in his mask the whole time.
Yes! It's the egg! Happy Easter, Robin! I did it! I really did it! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, not a fan of this one.
I can't believe this is happening again.
I can.
Hey, where's the Robin puppet?
I don't fucking know.
It's the third Justice League's Next Top Talent Idol Star. And guess who's participating this year? Yep, the Justice League themselves.
You are so fucked.
So now this leaves the Teen Titans in an awkward standstill.
Give me a beat. Stop. You're a little off. Try it again.
Oh my god, is this a Whiplash parody? What the fuck? Okay, so I thought for this two-parter it would be boring as fuck because they're doing this for the third time, but they kind of made it interesting with this whole Whiplash parody they're doing. They literally have Robin and Beast Boy act like Terrence and Neiman.
Stop. Not quite the right tempo. Try it again.
Not quite my tempo.
Stop! It's a little fast!
You're rushing. Here we go.
Do you know why I just threw a table at your head?
'Cause you're a crazy control freak?
That's exactly right. I want you to break up with your girlfriend.
I ain't got one, yo! Girl, I ain't got no time for you. Being a drummer be the only thing I can focus on right now. It's over. Don't call me, don't text me, nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pursuing what I'm pursuing. And because I'm doing that, it's gonna take up more and more of my time, and I'm not gonna be able to spend as much time with you. And even when I do spend time with you, I'm gonna be thinking about drumming. And I'm gonna be thinking about jazz music and my charts and all that, and because of that, you're gonna start to resent me.
Fortunately, I've just come up with a plan to make sure that doesn't happen.
Really? What is it, bro?
I'm replacing you with Starfire.
What? How could you do this to me, Star?
I did not agree to this.
As fate would have it, I recently stumbled across another kid in a practice room working on his double-time swing. So I'm gonna give him a shot.
Am I late?
Perfect timing. Come on in, Connolly.
You ain't going on that stage without me!
Forget it, Beast Boy. You haven't earned it.
Oh, yes, I have. Look at these hands, fool!
Look, I can use Ryan sticks.
Neiman, you lost the fucking part.
No, I didn't. Look, you can't fucking do this to me.
Can't?
Yeah.
When did you become a fucking expert on what I can or cannot do, you fucking weepy willow shit sack?
I earned that part.
You never earned anything. God, you are a self-righteous prick.
And for the people who love Raven's legs, don't worry, Lady Legacy is in here too. And I thought for this competition, the Titans definitely deserve to win this. But the only reason why I'm ranking this episode high is because of that Whiplash parody.
The night begins to shine! The night begins to shine!
I was kind of hoping that they would redesign the characters so it would account for their age, but whatever, it still looks cool. The elderly Titans decide to go to the Night Begins to Shine universe, only to get jumped by a new villain named Ultralac, and when all else fails, they get help from some new friends. At this point, we all know that the Night Begins to Shine episodes are some of the best episodes in Teen Titans Go, and there's no exception here. We get introduced to some new characters, have a new villain that the characters must face, they have an objective to collect 3 strings so they can form a new piece of music left by BER, and overall it's just a very solid first part. And also Cyborg dies.
Oh. Doc, doc. Oh.
So be it.
Holy shit!
Or that's what I thought. It turns out that he just transported his consciousness into his motorcycle. So now that the Titans are together, let's see where this new journey takes them. The Titans try to find the 3 music stems, starting with the drums, but to get to it, they team up with a local miner to take it away from the sheriff. I love the Western-like aesthetic that this episode goes for. It looks really great. Although this episode is pretty similar to when Beast Boy tracked down one of the singers of BER, I still think this episode is pretty good. I found the visuals to be extremely fun to look at, especially when the miner used his guitar. Another solid entry. Keep up the momentum, you guys. While they're looking for the second music stem, the Titans find out that songs are being melted down to pollute the landscape. I think it's pretty creative that there's a factory that's filled with songs that are being melted down so it can pollute the surrounding area. So much so that even this giant turtle is affected by this. The animation, as expected, looks pretty good. I like the dark colors that are used in the factory. The final fight was very fun to watch. And seeing the Titans fight, it reminded me of the original Teen Titans.
What did you say?
What I mean by this is that they're actually badasses whenever they fight. In their Go versions, I can't take them seriously unless it's like the movie. Another solid episode. It should probably go without saying at this point. God, these landscapes continue to keep getting better and better. The Titans have made it to the last stem, but they have to play a game in order to get it. Animation still looks great, and for this part when they're trying to get the last stem, it kind of reminds me of Tron, more specifically that bike race from Kingdom Hearts 2, which had Tron as a world.
No, wrong way to attack, dude. Man, Sonic, please, bless me with the power of your speed.
I'm on it!
And it's kind of crazy that I'm talking about it now, but whenever it comes to the Night Begins to Shine episodes, I've realized that the Titans act more like their OG selves. They look out for each other, they support each other, and they act like a team, unlike their Go counterparts where they're just a bunch of mean-spirited idiots. Anyway, back to the episode. I love the colors in this one, especially when they finally listen to the beat of the music. Episode was just as awesome as the previous three. It's the fifth and final part of this miniseries. The Titans try to reunite BER one last time for this final battle against the fourth member.
What?
Yeah, it's shocking. It turns out that Ultralac was the fourth member of BER. A solid ending to this 5-part miniseries, and the final fight between Ultra Cyborg and Ultralac was fucking amazing. The music that played during this part was awesome as well, and when BER and Cyborg teamed up to take down Ultralac, it was fucking masterful. Come on, how can you look at that and say that's not awesome? If this 5-part miniseries, as well as The Night Begins to Shine, has taught us anything, it's that when they try their hardest, Teen Titans Go can be truly something special. And I am truly grateful for The Night Begins to Shine series.
How could you not find him?
Because he's hard to find. If he was easy to find, the books would be called There's Waldo.
Excellent! We're ready for our vacation to... Los Angeles, California!
It's great to be back, isn't it?
No.
The Titans fly to Los Angeles for their summer vacation, but they end up in San Pedro, where they stay with Berto. Wonderful.
Really? No, you dumb fuck!
But once the recipe book goes missing, the Teen Titans have to go and find it, even though they're supposed to be on vacation. I don't really care for this part, and I don't even care about the mission either. There was one funny part in this episode, though.
Welcome to my studio, dancers.
Superstar ballet dancer Mindy Oakland!
The one and only.
Thanks for the lift, Tony Hawk. I gotta go now, Tony Hawk. Cool guy, Tony Hawk.
Bart, you know Tony Hawk? But we're gonna practice ballet while you do. Get on your toes.
Really, we just need some information.
On your toes! Now play it! Ow! Finito.
Raven, this should be light work for you. For God's sake, you're Lady Legasis. The whole episode is just trying to find out who took Berto's recipe, and while they try to look for it, they go to different places that Robin wanted to go to, but the Titans said no. And guess what? They're going to drag this out for the next 4 episodes.
No! The number of the day, I present to you, the number of the day is 2.
Of course! I once played an old computer game, so I know exactly what's in store for us as international detectives.
Aren't they supposed to be on vacation?
Hey, gumshoes. Because I like to say gumshoes. Gumshoes. Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Gumshoe.
I swear to God, if I have to hear gumshoe one more time...
Gumshoe.
This episode is basically the same as the last one, except they're in Jamaica. They're still looking for Berto's recipe book, and so they go to Jamaica to find it and take down Carl San Pedro, the guy who stole it. It's the same as the last one, except it's in a different location.
The number of the day you're about to see, the number of the day is 3.
Chennai is cool. It's the hometown of the famous meditation guru and chana masala maker, Vishnu.
This is so boring. They go to Chennai, India. There was only one good part of this episode I laughed at, and it was the fight scene.
I can't tell if this fight is supposed to be funny or serious. This fight has no logic, but the physics don't make sense.
Robin, have you seen your own show? And I don't like to be a stinker, but I am sick and tired of all these Bollywood references, and the show is just wasting time in places I don't care about. Anyway, they lose Carl. Let's get on to the last part.
The number of the day. Who could ask for more? The number of the day is 4.
They go to Croatia.
Croatia is a European nation known for its spectacular beaches, tasty cuisine, and it's also where Game of Thrones is filmed.
Why are you referencing Game of Thrones? That's not made for kids.
Yeah, but where's them ice zombies?
Or giants?
Or the dragons.
That is from a television show! Don't you want to learn about all of the great things Croatia has to offer?
Only if it involves the undead. I am the mother of the dragons. Do the bending of the knee. The North will never kneel before you.
Cyborg.
Shame!
Shame. The shame.
Cyborg.
Stop referencing Game of Thrones. The references to Game of Thrones don't even work for me personally because the show ended in 2019 and this episode came out in 2020. So at that point, nobody gives a fuck about this show anymore, especially after that disastrous 8th season. Maybe this episode would be decent, but then they decided to parody Game of Thrones, and that just brought it down for me. And it turns out that Carl was Berto this whole time. And it turns out that the actor passed away. Rest in peace. And as for this episode and 4-parter, I don't care for it.
Jasper the douchebag goes, the douchiest ghost possessed. He'll call you names and act real mean until you feel depressed.
Is your Halloween ruined? Need help? Call the ghost with the most called Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Hey there, folks.
They're bringing in Beetlejuice now? You know what? I don't even care anymore.
Off we go. Oops, almost forgot. If you want to enter the Netherworld, first, you gotta die. Huh?
Well, the show's over. They're all dead. Yeah, I wish. The spirit of Halloween has been kidnapped, so the Teen Titans team up with Beetlejuice in order to find him. It's okay. I like the animation in this one because Beetlejuice's powers are pretty fun to watch.
Bricks for brains. I gotta spell it out for you? Of course I did. And now that I've got you fools trapped down here, no one will be able to stop me from taking over Halloween.
I don't really have much to say about this one. It's pretty okay. Much like the sequel.
This is no time to smile.
Hell yeah it is. Fight a fire god is coming off my bucket list.
The Titans help Starfire complete her bucket list. Hey look, they show them being old again. It was okay. It's fun seeing Starfire achieve the things that are written on her bucket list. Okay, realistically speaking, it's a list she didn't make, but her friends forced it onto her.
The number of the day really hops and kicks. The number of the day is 6.
6th time.
You have got to be frickin' kidding me. What?
This is the weakest TV night by far. There were some segments I liked, like Raven's painting, Cyborg's little song when he's making brunch, and Batman and Dr. Gordon running around in this mall, but compared to the rest, it's definitely the weakest one.
Whoa, wait a minute. You didn't fill out your kryptonite. So what, you're invincible? There's no way. That's against the rules. You have to have a weakness.
My only weakness is steel magnolias.
Oh no! Somebody stole all my steel magnolias!
What's a movie that made you guys react like this? It's not really related to the episode, it's just a question I have for you guys.
What about you, Mama? What's your kryptonite?
It is as if I only have the strengths. Oh, this is awful. If I do not know my weakness, I am lacking as the superhero.
Cats are your weakness. Boom. 10 minutes spared. Starfire tries to figure out her secret weakness. And guess what her secret weakness is? No, it's not cats. It's her friends.
Your weakness is... your friends. Bum, bum, bum!
What? It's a stupid episode because 2 episodes prior to this, they show that her weakness is being vulnerable to cold climates.
But it is so very cold and so very miserable.
I'm so sorry. See, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory loss. I don't believe this.
The episode itself is fine. There were a couple of chuckles I got out of it. But overall, it's mid.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. 5, 6, 7, 8. I use this hand to master.
This episode sucks. The Titans want to do a thumb war, but Starfire doesn't think that's a good idea because of the dire consequences that could happen. And what do you know, despite her warnings, they follow through on the plan anyway, and then their thumbs become sentient. There's a Terminator and an Incredible Hulk reference in this episode.
This bitch Dora? And here come y'all in the comments. Berlisi, you can't call Dora a bitch. That's not right. Man, fuck Dora!
Go away. Please stop making these types of episodes. This is the 7th time you're doing this. Anyway, unlike the rest of the hater episodes where I was just bored and annoyed watching them, I got a few chuckles out of this one, and it's because I think it does a good job of being a Dora the Explorer spoof.
Will you close your eyes for us?
Okay.
Great. And remember, no peeking. Titans, go!
But it is continuously beating a dead horse, which I get that's the point because that's what these kinds of shows do, but still, it's really annoying. Also, I like the title. That's funny.
Freakazoid, Freakazoid, Freakazoid.
The Teen Titans team up with Freakazoid to take down his villain, the Lobe. The Lube. The Lobe. Okay, let me turn on the echo feature for this one. The Lobe. The Lube. The Lobe.
If we're going to stop the brain in the lobe, we need to stick to the story.
Trust me, Robin, you don't always have to stick to the story. As long as you've got comedy, you don't have to worry about the plot.
You see, Freakazoid, it's hard for this show to do because this show sucks at doing both jobs, telling a story and being funny.
He's got a point.
Here's the thing, I'm not a fan of Freakazoid, so for the most part, I was pretty bored with it. But hey, it wasn't offensive or insulting, so it gets a higher score than the previous episode.
Well, too bad you can't, baby hands.
Oh! He got some baby hands! I do not have baby hands!
It says here you're from a small island called Babylon?
Huh, maybe that's how you got them baby hands.
Huh, that's a good one.
Really? No, you dumb fuck!
After taking a DNA test, Robin finds out that he's from an island called Babylon. Here's the thing, it's called Babylon in this episode, but when I looked it up, it's actually pronounced Babylon, so go with whatever you want, I guess. So he and the Titans go there to discover his roots.
Oh my goodness. That dude's got a baby mouth!
Dicks.
I thought this was an interesting concept, but it slowly started to go downhill as it progressed. And guess what? The people that live in Babylon are evil. But hey, you get to see the Teen Titans as babies, so that's gotta count for something, I guess.
Son of a bitch! I think I broke my leg! Now let's test this bad boy out! Titan robot, assemble!
No.
What's the matter?
It's my leg! I think I broke it!
Try putting all your weight on it.
This show just loves torturing Robin, doesn't it?
Well, son, I'm sure I speak for the both of us when I say...
If I can't patrol the city with my legs, then maybe I can at least patrol it with my eyes. Let's see. Well, what do we have here?
Why does this look so familiar?
Oh my god. What the hell is going on over there?
Oh, right. Family Guy had a similar episode to this. After breaking his leg, Robin is cooped up in his room for the next couple of hours. While he's doing that, he discovers that Cyborg is supposedly working with the Hive.
Wait for it.
But what do you know? It turns out to be a misunderstanding, as Cyborg was just preparing a surprise party for Jinx.
There it is.
It just reminds me of that Family Guy episode, Break a Leg. But you know what? This episode is better.
Didn't we do that already?
Yes, I remember it very clearly.
We definitely did that.
I think like twice.
Another Sweet Justice celebration for another totally awesome butt-kicking battle.
Yeah! Christ, a crossover with this show? Really?
Okay, this is just desperate now.
Remember when the Teen Titans did a crossover with Scooby-Doo? Yeah, that's basically this episode. And I'm not the only one that realizes this. They literally reference it in the episode.
Didn't we already do this?
Yes, we did, and the network loved it, so we're doing it again!
It's basically the same episode, except the Teen Titans, with the exception of Robin, completely simp over the DC superhero girls. I'm not kidding, it's really pathetic. Watch for yourself.
Whoa! Is that Wonder Woman?
It's the DC Superhero Girls.
There's no stopping the Superhero Girls.
You've got nothing on the Teen Titans.
We've got a Green Lantern and a Supergirl. What do you have?
He's got nothing, yo!
We straight garbage, girl!
Are we not also the girls who are the super?
Ooh, good point.
Batgirl, tragic origin story.
Ooh, there are so many. Let me think.
Being raised by a demon!
Okay, we don't need them. Boys versus girls. We're on.
Sorry, my dude. We's them superhero ladies now.
Oh, come on!
Superhero girls, you get this, you win, and you are the best superhero team. You lose, it goes over to the lame-o Teen Titan, Robin.
And it's really funny that they side with these characters because their show didn't even get a third season, so they're not that amazing. Almost as if they made this crossover with the intent of boosting the DC Superhero Girl show's ratings. But what would I know, right?
And the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Rinse and repeat episode, moving on. This is the 300th episode.
That's astrology.
Please, what is this astrology?
It's an ancient science that explains how the planets and stars affect our horoscope.
You know what I realized? The Titans don't like listening to Robin's lectures, but when it comes to Raven or anyone else on the team, they're completely down to listen.
Dicks.
Raven explains astrology to the other Titans with the exception of Cyborg, who doesn't believe in her bullshit.
Perhaps there is something to this astrology after all.
No, there isn't. Those claims are broad and ambiguous enough that they can be applied to anybody.
Spoken like a true Aries, fiery and overconfident.
The whole episode is another rinse and repeat episode of the Titans' horoscopes coming true, and Cyborg doesn't believe it one bit, and when he finally destroys Raven's astrology book to shut her annoying ass up, the zodiac signs come to destroy Earth. Wow, who saw that coming? It's a mid-episode, moving on.
Rowboat trip! Woo! You shut up! I don't know if you noticed or not, but we're in some deep shit. I think it's called a rowboat. That isn't funny!
Since all the other Titans are busy doing their own things, Cyborg is forced by Robin to go on a road trip to Metropolis to attend a ping pong tournament.
It's incredible.
No, it's not.
This one is not fun at all. It's just Robin being continuously obnoxious. It's not fun to watch, and it's very fucking cringe. It sucks. Let's move on to the next episode.
This is why we can't have Uncle Henry home for Christmas anymore, kids.
Ugh, it's you. What do you want, Dad?
I need you to babysit your little brothers.
Raven has brothers? What? So for this episode, Raven has to babysit her brothers, which sucks because she planned on going to the amusement park with her friends. While they're there, they can't allow the babies to get upset or else they'll destroy the planet. Huh. It's a very basic concept. It's just babysitting, but at an amusement park. It reminds me of that Fairly Odd Parents episode where Timmy had to take care of Poof. But I'll give Timmy credit, he's more responsible than these idiots.
Yeah, we'll watch the babies. You can trust us.
We've got churros. Estamos cool, uncles.
What are you guys doing here?
And guess what? The episode ends with the three brothers turning into a grotesque monster thing, and the only way to calm him down is to torture Robin.
Ah, the only way to do the cheering up of the triplets is to do the beating up of the Robin.
Whoa, 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 there's probably a better... Okay, not too hard now.
They won't laugh if it doesn't look real.
No, that's too far.
This show just loves torturing Robin, doesn't it?
No shit.
A basic concept that's not even funny.
We're looking at it, dude. That the Earth is flat. The Earth object. Look at the Earth is flat.
Charlie, the Earth can't actually be flat, right?
This whole pancake Earth thing is just a fake, like the abominable snowman or global warming.
Robin, please. Global warming is very much real. Don't make that statement or else you're gonna end up like South Park.
I was nice to you because I felt sorry for you because you don't have any friends. But now I see why you don't have any friends. You just use Man Bear Pig as a way to get attention for yourself because you're a loser.
Say you're sorry for making fun of me.
We didn't realize there were
Say
more than...
you're sorry for making fun of me.
We're sorry for making fun of you.
Actually, Robin, global warming is real. Don't make me smack you.
Okay, fine. Maybe I was wrong about global warming.
If you was wrong about that, maybe you was wrong about Pancake Earth.
You've been to space before, Jesus Christ.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Beast Boy tries to prove to Robin that the Earth is actually flat like a pancake. This episode is fucking retarded, because it's just Beast Boy and Robin going back and forth on whether or not the Earth is round. Next thing you know, he convinces Starfire, Cyborg, and Raven that the Earth is actually flat. And then the next thing you know, look, the world is actually flat like a pancake. It is so fucking stupid. And guess what? Smiling Friends did this joke way better. Fuck this one. I'm not wasting my time with this bullshit.
Happy birthday, Raven!
It's Beast Boy's birthday again, and it turns out that it's Raven's birthday too, so they go to Azarath to celebrate. A massive improvement over the last episode, and I had a few chuckles here and there. I also like how they explored Raven's family a little bit. We get nice interactions between the characters, and once again, it's nice to see Trigon being a loving father. Even though the episode ends with Raven being a spoiled 16-year-old who tries to destroy everybody.
I mean, shit, we all been young once.
Lisa Simpson, Lisa Simpson, Lisa Simpson superstar.
The Teen Titans help De La Soul save their music after it gets stolen by an alien. I don't really care for this episode. The way this episode constantly jerks off this music group gets really annoying really quick. It's the Simpsons levels of pathetic.
Lisa Simpson, Lisa Simpson, Lisa Simpson superstar.
I mean, I think the music is pretty good, but meh.
This is home to some of the world's greatest masterpieces.
After Starfire brings in a horrendous painting, the Titans decide to take her to the Museum of Art so she can experience true art for once. I enjoyed seeing the Titans teach Starfire about these different paintings and art historians, and seeing them walk through the numerous paintings was pretty fun to watch. It reminded me a lot of Looney Tunes back in action.
Well, this is surreal. Stop our fire!
No way! I can't believe it! We're in the Mona Lisa!
Anybody have eyes on Roy?
I think this episode is way better than the last few.
Are we driving cars or are cars driving us?
Robin tries to teach the other Titans to have patience, which proves to be more difficult than he thought.
Since you Titans aren't ever gonna learn patience the easy way, or any way, there is only one thing left to do. I am going to infuse you with the blood of the most patient man in the universe, Matthew McConaughey.
Are you fucking serious? Matthew McConaughey?
How is everyone feeling?
Alright, alright, alright.
Yeah, buddy.
I too am feeling the reconnaissance. Cool.
I know I ask this a lot, but this show is aimed at kids, right? So yeah, for the last portion of the episode, Robin literally transforms the Titans into Matthew McConaughey. Reminds me of that American Dad episode where Stan splices his genes with his family so they can act like him.
You may come to regret asking me that, Francine.
Huh?
I started cleaning out my closet and spotted a few choice mags. Decided to drop trow and fire off a few mortar rounds of Dreamy Stevie's Thick and Creamy.
Steven, Anita! Oh, Francine, I need you to get the paperwork going on a divorce with Jeff. Time for me to do some big game hunting, if you catch my drift. What the? Hell yeah. And check this out, Pops. A-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Bring back those good old days. We mean those days when the boys sang the melody.
I'm giving this an above average score because of the absurdness of this episode. It's absurd, but it's enjoyably absurd. Unlike the last few episodes that were absurd, but they weren't even funny.
Ice skate jump! Quick, it's not gonna be there for long. But I have no shoes. I'm losing an inch with every step.
I say we start with dessert.
Ooh,
Joker's Gelato!
I'm gonna get me 2 scoops of chocolate minty Maracamo.
I'm more of a cookie Jared Leto man myself.
Joaquin Butter Pecan Phoenix in a waffle cone, thank you very much.
Heath Ledger bar milkshake for me, please.
Get it? Mark Hamill, Jared Leto, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix? These are actors who play the Joker.
No shit.
Gizmo, the Brain, Dr. Light, and Brother Blood get together to hang out, but they're stuck in traffic thanks to the Teen Titans.
Naturally.
So to pass the time, they reminisce on past encounters they've had with the team. I really enjoyed this episode, and it's because I get a kick out of seeing these villains act like regular people, and it solidifies that I like the villains more than I like the Teen Titans themselves.
This is an outrage.
shut the up.
I like this episode. It's pretty good.
I am Chair.
Well, this seems not good.
And rides, yo! Mall train!
Super fancy.
I don't know. Trains that go around in circles can be pretty dangerous.
Holy crap!
The Titans are at this fancy mall. While they're there, Robin starts to get stressed out. That is until he finds a massage chair. I really don't know where I was going with this. He ends up buying one, but what do you know? The chair is sentient, and it has plans to alleviate the world of stress.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I give this episode a high score because it has a pretty messed up ending. So these massage chairs manage to trap every single person on the planet, and for the next 7 months, every single person is dead.
Looks like our hosts have reached ultimate relaxation. Our job here is done.
That's kind of messed up.
The Silky! He is the missing!
Now that you mention it, we haven't seen Silky in a long time.
It's been like 4 crime-fighting seasons since I seen that fool.
I used to try and squeeze him into a few missions here and there, but there's really not much you can do with that guy.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, he's
I
cute,
know.
but cute doesn't take down bad
non-character
guys.
kind of stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Hey, don't worry, Star. We'll find Silky. After all, the Teen Titans are known for our world-class detective skills.
No, you're not. Your detective skills fluctuate between being good and sucking hard. The Teen Titans try to find Silky, and with each clue they find, they come up with very absurd stories as to where he could be. It was okay the first time they did it, but then the episode just repeats this over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where it's not funny anymore. Robin wants one of those #1 dad mugs, but he doesn't have a family. So the Titans literally become a family, making fun of all the sitcom tropes while they're doing it.
I'll use my magic to turn us into a family so you can get your stupid mug.
Yeah, like one of those classic sitcoms with the laugh tracks.
Catchy theme song.
And the nosy yet insightful neighbor.
Okay, granted, it has a very basic premise, but hey, it's a step up compared to the last one. And it was pretty fun to see these characters in different roles. Starfire and Beast Boy as children, Cyborg as the grandma, nice touch, Raven as the wife, and Robin as the father, even though it has a pretty depressing ending with Robin's wife and children leaving him, and all he's left with is Cyborg.
You are a hipster. What? You're a hipster.
Good news, Titans! I just booked us a weekend getaway to the coolest place on the planet, Silver Lake, California!
I don't think you should trust him with this. The last time you guys went on vacation, you literally did superhero work while you were there.
But the coolest thing about Silver Lake is that it's filled with hipsters.
What are these hipsters?
They're only the coolest people around.
Not according to Michael and Trevor.
I hate hipsters. Classic hipster denial. I abhor hipsters. I eat them for fun. Hipsters love saying they hate hipsters. Well, I really fucking do.
The Titans travel to Silver Lake, California to solve a mystery. Just as I predicted, when the Titans try going on vacation, they have to solve a mystery instead. And this one is just as unengaging as the last one. But I will admit, the hipster jokes were pretty funny.
Yo, yo, yo! Checks us out! We got that crazy lumberjack style now.
Oh, yeah!
Y'all got some beard oils?
And I resemble the old grandma.
I look like a sweaty yoga instructor.
And I'm bundled up for winter, even though it's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside.
Those hipster fashions look super cool.
And I kind of found it funny that all of this started because a frog was upset that hipsters don't find him cool.
Of course you can't, you colossal Claude. You clicked on Zimdings.
Zimdings?
When Robin selects the font Zimdigs for his presentation, it causes an apocalypse, or as the episode puts it, a type apocalypse.
It's so awful that anyone who chooses Zimdings of their own volition will trigger the type apocalypse, which is what's happening right now.
I thought it was fun seeing the different fonts on this island. There were a couple of moments where I did get a chuckle.
Huh?
Stop right there! It's speaking in Zimdings! Where's your leader, you tasteless heathen?
And I thought the Titans using the fonts for their power was pretty cool too. So yeah, this is decent. Even though it reminded me of the astrology episode with Cyborg having a negative view on something.